champions, champions of Europe finally. History made in Istanbul. The treble complete.
History makers, for the first time ever, an English club have won 4 titles in a row.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another typical City watch along. I was just watching Philippe Matete celebrate a couple of goals at the swamp, at the old swamp. Old Trafford is falling down and so are Manchester United. Amorim, mate, you've got a job on your hand, mate. You've got a job on your hand. But anyway, enough laughing at the rags because we've got a very difficult job to do today because I think we could end up being laughed at today if we do not play our cards right. But there's an inner confidence in me today about the team, and I don't know where it's coming from. I think the recent results, I think, are speaking to that confidence. But still, Arsenal front to back, there is a solidity to them. There's something that grinds out results in these particular games. Manchester City have faced them the last 3 times. We haven't beaten them. 2 draws and a loss. And that was when we were playing well, you know. So now we're not playing anywhere near to those standards. You do fear the worst going away to the Emirates. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still so excited for the game. I still think magical things are going to happen in this game for Manchester City with the likes of Mamouche. You know, Mamouche is on fire. You're hoping he delivers today because I thought he was very, very close to delivering on his debut. Couldn't deliver in the Champions League, of course, being ineligible. And now you're hoping he can do it on the Premier League stage and the biggest of big stages, really, to be honest, away at the Emirates Stadium. But how's everyone doing? Hope you're all doing wonderfully well. Hope you're all taking care of yourselves. And let's say hello to all you wonderful people in the chat. How you doing? SVG, how are you doing, mate? 3-1 you've gone for. City, KDB, hat-trick of assists. Also love your content. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. EPW, nice and in here early. James, good to see you. City 4, Arsenal 1. Take the over on 6 yellow cards. Arsenal will have self-control issues today. Yeah, mate. I'm looking forward to seeing how they handle their emotions because that's one thing Mikel Arteta has never been able to do is send Arsenal onto the pitch with collected, calm as a cucumber emotions and, cool as a cucumber. It's not calm because cucumbers do not have emotions, but they can be cool. They do not tend to be calm, though. They do, to be fair, when they're just sat there doing fuck all. So, yeah, to be honest, they probably are pretty calm, but... got that one wrong, didn't I? So great start with that one, James. Getting the old cucumber analogy wrong. Sweating like a fucking nun in a cucumber farm in here now. Hey, retrieved it. I retrieved it. How you doing, everybody? Church, what have you gone for today? 6-0. You surprised me. And the word. I just go straight to the word now because you've got that script written down somewhere, haven't you? And all you do is Control-C and Control-V into the chat. Copy and paste for those who don't know what the keyboard shortcut reference I just made there. And behemoth is the word you've gone to today. I do like that word. Behemoth. But yeah, Banter Football prediction 3-2. Merlag, good to see you as well. Lucian as well, 2-1. And Merlag went for 3-2. I'm an involved file. Reasonable scoreline. Yeah, nothing outlandish there whatsoever. Or you, Michael, or Michelle, Andreas, how you doing, mate? Declan, is the lineups out now? They are, mate. Yeah, I presume you asked that quite a while ago, to be fair. They have been out for quite some time, and I'll talk about it in a second. Pink Kennedy, mate, how you doing? Jason Dent as well, how you doing? Your regular City fan, Cricket Watch as well, good to see you. Nicholas, how are you doing? Yeah, big up to the random Ipswich fan, anyone who's wondering why there is a random Ipswich fan in the chat. This guy took it on the chin when we spanked them 6-0, so I've got a lot of respect for this guy. Came into the chat, had the piss taken out of him, in all honesty, by the City fans in here, but he was a proper good sport, you know what I mean? And he's predicting City to win, so, I mean, the guy's got his head screwed on. So, yeah, he deserves the respect in the chat. Mullet, how are you doing, mate? Evening all, the Rags losing 2-0 at home, mate. It's good, isn't it? It's good. The Hearts, let's go City. And many, many more. I will speak to you as many, like I always say, as much as possible in the chat. But yeah, who the fuck's the Shazam guy? I don't know who that is, mate. I don't know who that is. But I've been called a lot of things, but the Shazam guy is not one of them. And I need to check that out as well. And D, thank you very much for the early super chat. Marmouche masterclass today, hopefully. I'm so excited. I'm a little bit nervous for him, to be honest, because, yeah, it could be a case of 2 games and no impact if people start getting nitpicky about Marmouche. And you know the rival media will do that. You know, the level-headed Manchester City fans are going to look after him no matter what happens today. Obviously, if he goes and bags himself a hat-trick of own goals and gets himself sent off, then maybe there might be a bit of criticism that comes his way. I can't see that happening, though, in all honesty. And I think that maybe we could see an assist or a goal. But if he does nothing today, it's not like, oh, why have we signed it? It doesn't need to be panic stations or anything like that, because I'm so excited to see what the future is of Marmouche. I really am. But yeah, I think this will either be a goal fest or a snooze fest. 4-2 or 1-0, but City will dominate. Come on, City. Yeah, mate. I'm not sure we'll dominate. The midfield concerns me a little bit in terms of the more of the physicality, and I'll give you the team news now. I've got it here. Starting with Arsenal, I will start with. So David Raya makes it in between the sticks. There was doubts around David Raya today, suggesting that he might not be able to actually play the game. Mikel Arteta was hinting at that, and I've read through it, to be honest. Pretty transparent comments. I thought it was pretty obvious that he isn't going to be out, and he is going to be fit. What do you know? Straight into the starting 11. And when you've got one goalkeeper who is a doubt, but he makes it in, we're all thinking Ederson's going to make it in today. But no, he doesn't make it in. But I'll continue with the starting 11 before I let you know. Well, I've already let you know that Ortega is in net for Manchester City. Back 4 for Arsenal, though. Timber, right back. Saliba and Gabriel, the 2 centre-backs. And Lewis Kelly, who had his red card rescinded after the red card he got the other week. And rightly so, in fairness to him. And rightly so. It was a bad decision, that one, wasn't it? Michael Oliver didn't deserve what happened after it. Because, I mean, he got absolutely abused. And, I mean, that's so bang out of order, isn't it, what people do to referees nowadays. Like, getting his family involved, mate. Disgraceful. It's disgraceful. It doesn't detract from the fact that he made a mistake, but still, it doesn't. No one deserves that. No one deserves that. In midfield 3, Odegaard, that's not where your physicality's got a problem. He's going to be getting forward as often as possible, most likely, and he's going to be the glue between defensive transitions and attacking transitions for Arsenal in this game. But the other 2, Partey and Declan Rice, I do worry about Kovacic and Bernardo Silva going up against them 2, because they are, big, physical, technical as well. Rice is, at least, carries the ball incredibly well, and you've got Partey who's going to be kicking, pushing, shoving, getting aggressive in that midfield. The front 3 of Trossard, Havertz and Martinelli. You've got Martinelli's speed to worry about. Whether he's on the left, whether he's on the right, I'm not too sure. I've gone with him on the left because I thought that might be the case, but I wouldn't be surprised to see it the other way, in fact, because I think Trossard's the slower of the 2. And as a result of that, I would rather, if I was an Arsenal fan, I would rather see Martinelli going into that hole that Gvardiol's most likely going to be leaving behind him. And Gvardiol's not the quickest in the world. Whereas on the other side of the pitch, we've got Mateus Nunes, who is arguably, probably outside of Marmouche and Savinho, one of the quickest players in our starting 11 today. And Trossard, so I imagine it could actually be on the other side, actually. So I've gone with him on the left. I don't know why I did that, to be honest. But yeah, I've changed my mind. Anyway, in between the sticks for City, Ortega. Back 4 of Nunes, Stones, Akanji, Gvardiol. In front of them, I've gone a midfield 2 of Silva and Kovacic. In front of them, Savinho I've gone for on the right. Foden behind Haaland in the middle. And Marmouche on the left. But I think we'll see Marmouche cutting inside a little bit today, allowing Gvardiol on that overlap. I think that's what the system's going to be. And Foden's got a job today. He's got an energy job today, because he's going to have to drop frequently to help out Silva and Kovacic and collect that ball from the back 4. Or back 3, whatever the shape is at that time. But and of course, Erling Haaland up top. But yeah. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm bloody nervous. I really am. Mullet, I have had 6 cans, so ignore me waffling. Mullet's shit-faced already, mate. It's 12 minutes past 4, mate. I do appreciate the absolute honesty that you've put into there straight away, mate. And you're absolutely rat-arsed before the game's even started. So I'm looking forward to the chat, mate. I know where this is going, Mullet. I know where this is going already. Looking forward to it. Jason Miaza, thank you very much for becoming a typical City legend of a member as well. Massively appreciate that, Jason. Thank you very much, mate. Your support means the world to me. Thank you very much. Good to see you, Douglas, as well, mate. How are you doing? And, of course, Hannah as well. Thank you very much. And Phil as well, regular around here. How are you doing, Phil? Micah, thank you for the super chat. Hi-lo. Don't forget me, buddy. Been a sub for more than a year now. I will never forget you, mate. Waiting for you to come across 30k, 500k, and 1 million subs. 30k, yeah, that's round the corner, isn't it? 500k would be unbelievable. My goal when I started this channel was 100k. That's what I thought. At that point, if I ever get to 100k, I'll be very, very happy. If that day ever comes, I'm not sure where I'll do, to be honest. I'll be pretty content at that point. 500k and 1 mil. I mean, yeah, you've got to believe in yourself, haven't you? I have my doubts, to be honest. I have my doubts. But you never know. You never know. And people like you dropping super chats and kind words like that will go a long way to potentially achieving that. And the rest of you in the chat, you're not the only one, but of course. Big up to Jeff, everybody. Special mention to the new mascot today, Jeff. How are you doing, mate? How you doing, Jeff? We've got a new mascot today, and I wanted to show you. If I can sort it out first of all, let me just bear with me. I need to scroll through something. So just going to pop the lineups off and pop the official mascot of today, Jeff's kid, Desmond Spruance. Big up to Desmond. How you doing, mate? Rocking a City kit. Jeff sent me this last night and I could not resist putting this, with his permission, of course, because I wouldn't put a random child like without anyone's permission onto a live stream. Jeff gave me permission to do that, and he is the official mascot today. So W's in the chat for Desmond Spruance. Legend, mate. Absolute legend, mate. Look at him. 3.5 years old. 3.5 years old, mate. Big up to you, Desmond, if you're watching. Enjoy your day, mate. I hope City win for you, mate. I hope they do. And Jeff. Big up to you, Jeff. I'll leave that there for a little bit. But make sure you remind me in the chat before we start the game to put the teams back on. Because otherwise they're going to be like, who's that starting in midfield for City? Is that the team news? Where's he playing? Mullet, mate, thanks very much. If this channel gets to 1 million subs, I want royalties. Mate, yeah, I'll hook you up. I don't know what you make. What's the sort of money you make as a 1 million subscriber? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know what sort of money you make. I imagine you make a reasonable living, So that's all I've ever wanted to do is pay the bills. You know what I mean? I'm not really out to become some superstar famous. I've never really been one for that, to be honest. And money is just a case of paying the bills. I'm all about happiness, mate. That's why I'm doing this. It's got to be the priority. Because if you're fucking miserable and you're making millions, what good are the millions if you're miserable? Do you know what I mean? All about happiness, mate. Ethan, thank you for showing your support as well, for becoming a typical City legend, mate. Absolutely appreciate that, Ethan. Really do, mate. Thank you very much for your support. Really do appreciate it, mate. Timmy, how you doing, mate? And D as well. Big up Desmond. That's right, mate. Josh, you're a regular as well around here. You've been showing your support recently, and I always appreciate it, mate. Good afternoon, everyone. Feeling a win today, to be honest. I've got a sneaky feeling something interesting might happen today. I do feel like something could happen today for City in the positive department as well. Because, I don't know, it just feels kind of like the pressure's on Arsenal. The pressure that they will feel going into this game, the emotions that they've shown in recent fixtures against Manchester City, that whole City is the problem, City is the problem, we've got to beat City, it's all about beating Manchester City. And then Liverpool just steamroller them. It's like, kind of like, I don't know, will they be overthinking about still being Manchester City? Or will they treat us as the side that we are right now, that struggling side that struggles to win 3 or 4 games in a row, drop silly points, concede silly goals? Will they show us that disrespect and come onto the pitch? And they should do. If I was Arsenal, I would be demanding a certain level of disrespect to Manchester City. Of course, you've got to respect the players that are capable of doing damage to Arsenal, but you've got no Kevin De Bruyne today, so I would have thought he would have started today, but interesting to see that as well. What do you make of the team, by the way? I'm quite pleased with it. I'm excited to see what's going to go down the sides of Arsenal with Mamouche and Savinho and potentially Gvardiol as well coming forward, who's been in the goals lately. So is Savinho. You need to see Marmoush get a debut goal. Second away debut goal, let's call it. And Savinho, Marmoush, Foden, all behind Erling Haaland. That's exciting, mate. That is so exciting. It really, really is. Guys, make sure you're hitting that like button if you haven't already. Massively appreciate the support, people. Good to see you, Josh, mate. Thanks for the super chat. Jonny, we are back. I feel a win, mate. I'm quietly confident, I must admit. But I'm not sure we're back. That's definitely not the case. And how do we determine what back is? Because I think people have different terminologies for what the word back means when you're referring to City. In terms of, are we back winning trophies? You know, because the standards are so high at Manchester City. Like, are we back in winning 4 or 5 games in a row? I think potentially that's more realistic in saying that we're back for that. But are we back in winning trophies? We're miles off it at the minute, mate. And I just can't see us going and getting a Champions League or anything like that. Real Madrid dropped points at the weekend, didn't they? Their most recent game. They lost most recently. So they're kind of struggling in the same department as us. So it's going to be interesting to see how those two sides with so much, City with very much recent history of being one of the, possibly the greatest side in Europe in the last 4 or 5 years, I would argue. Real Madrid very closely behind, or at least equal to Manchester City. In recent times, and obviously beyond that, because historically Real Madrid have got a massive history book of records in the Champions League. But you wonder how an out-of-form version of those sides go blow for blow. It could be a very exciting game. I think it could be a very exciting game. And if we can get through that game and we knock Real Madrid out, then who knows? At that point, it's like up in the air, flick of a coin for every game, really, because I think it's just crazy what could happen in the Champions League. And motivation won't ever be called into question, because it's like, well, here we go. We're 3 or 4 games away, or ties away at least, from a Champions League final. You know, so you never know. You never know. I still think FA Cup is more realistic, but appreciate that, mate. Games. Thanks for the super chat. I want a sneak peek of the halftime show. Can't do that, mate. Can't do that. No. Do you know what? People are going to be like, there's some people that are going to love it. And there's some people that are going to be like, what? What the fuck? I promise you that. There's no two ways about it. There's no grey area in the halftime show. There's going to be people that love it and people go like, what? Just utter confusion. I think it's just going to be absolute blagged, some of you. Some of you are going to love it, though. So do you know what I mean? Listen to your fans, not your critics. You listen to your fans. Someone asked if I was thirsty before. I don't know why, but you were absolutely correct. I don't know how you read my mind, and I really was thirsty. That's it, mate. They're on the way. They're on the way. They always do. The heating's not on, so I might survive. Plus, I've got a t-shirt on today, so I might not even get that hot. But yeah, we haven't got red ears at the minute, but that'll soon change, no doubt. No doubt. QWERTY, appreciate that, mate. Nico Gonzalez has agreed to join City, but still not confirmed. And why should we sign right back? Because we have Jan Couto is on loan at Dortmund, and he is good. I agree with the second statement. I'm not sure we can just recall him like that at the drop of a hat, but he's a very good player. I'm not sure he's the long-term answer, and I think City are doing a rebuild right now, even though it's January and you don't often see rebuilds taking place during January. But I said it in my most recent video, I think City are just alleviating the workload that's necessary in summer, because City are going to be busy. Hugo Viana's first job at Manchester City has obviously got, without disrespecting him too much, he's got Cheeky holding his hand right now and helping him and guiding him, showing him the ropes of being a sporting director for Manchester City. But I'm not sure the guy needs his hand held for that long, and he won't have it held for that long because Cheeky's leaving at the end of the season for good. So Hugo will be on his own at that point. So the fact that we've effectively got 2 sporting directors is a lot of the reason why I think we could be doing some good business in January, because we've got we've got a lot of manpower there and pull power, with contacts, Cheeky's contacts, Hugo Viana's contacts, merging that contact lists together, and is resulting in a pretty successful January transfer window for Manchester City. We need some big names in summer, though. Big names. I'm looking at Wirtz, and I've been saying that for about a year now. I still think Manchester City should absolutely go for Florian Wirtz and do what you got to do. 100 million rejected, 120. Rejected. Let's not go too crazy, but like 150 could be. You can't say no to that nowadays, can you? 150 million might be a bit excessive, but still, just get Wirtz, because he just seems like that sort of player that's on his way to winning a Ballon d'Or. You know, he's that level of quality. You just can't take your eyes off him. The guy's so young and such an unbelievable amount of ability that he's playing in a Leverkusen side that's very good. But I mean, you put him in a world-class side like Real Madrid, Manchester City. And name any other world-class side. I mean, then what could he become? You know what I mean? Frightening. I think Musiala's going to stay at Bayern Munich. I have a funny feeling that they're going to try and get that contract done as well. So I've always preferred Wirtz over Musiala, to be honest. My personal preference. Musiala's got that English connection because he's spent a bit of time here as well, hasn't he? But I just prefer Wirtz. Kind of like how I prefer David Silva over Kevin De Bruyne. I sort of see it like that. Wirtz is a little bit more in the David Silva column, where I think Musiala's more in the Kevin De Bruyne column. If you were to compare them to Manchester City legends, I would probably go down that road, and I've always preferred that style of player. But Nico Gonzalez, by the way, sounds like it's likely as well, QWERTY, and it's apparently a lot to do with the Barcelona involvement, because they've got a sell-on clause involved in it, and Manchester City, I've heard, want to spread the cost to those extra, that sell-on clause, rather than giving Barcelona a lump sum this January. So interesting to see if we can get that deal done. Micah, thanks again. My super chats don't count for much if you take the exchange rate into consideration, since I pay in Indian rupees. It doesn't matter, mate. You pay whatever you want, to be honest. There's no amount that I have, you know what I mean? You've paid money for a super chat, mate. That's very kind. One way, if it was 10p or 1,000 quid, you know what I mean? Like, whatever, mate. Fucking hell. It's your money, mate. You do nothing. I'll try and speak to you and and respond to some comments that aren't super chats. I try to do that as well, as often as possible. But yeah, don't feel obliged to spend any certain amount of money, mate. Mullet, you on the other hand, you owe me a lot more than a fiver, mate. You're taking the piss, mate. I'm joking. I'm joking, mate. I'm curious if people outside of UK know it's legal to drink at home here from the age of 5. Jeff's son could legally enjoy a pint with him in 2 years. Is that true? Is that true? I know in France they have a little bit of a... they have a little splash of the old red wine, don't they? But... no, I didn't know that was illegal. There's some mad laws in this country, though, mate. There really is. Josh, appreciate it, mate. I know I'm going off track a bit, but what's your thoughts on Man U today? Haha, 2-0. I said it right. The first thing I said, to be honest, in the stream, you might not have been there, mate, but the first thing I said, I couldn't resist. Rather than saying, hello, everybody, welcome to Typical City, Arsenal today, it was like, haha, United, haha. So you can still see that inner Typical City, the inner child in me that would rather laugh at United than if they lose than talk about an upcoming Manchester City game. But we've got to grow up a little bit as Manchester City. Well, I do, at least. Yeah, I've said that in the same stream that's going to contain the halftime show, and I'm telling myself to grow up a bit. Yeah, you fucking wait. Fucking wait. Unbelievable. But yeah, buzzing, mate. 2-0. Absolutely buzzing. I still think Amorim, you shouldn't be judging him yet. Let's wait until he's had a summer transfer window. If I was a United fan, I wouldn't be getting too worried. I still think Amorim's a good manager. Be interesting to see what they can do at half-time. Sorry, at half-time. What am I talking about? I've started to read Mullet's super chat, which is there, and I read the word half-time, so I said it. It's mad how you do that. I see your brain sees words and speaks it. You know what I mean? But what they do in summer is going to be interesting. But Mullet, again, thanks for the super chat. Chair executed live on stream at half-time. Executed. What, like some Taliban sort of thing? Like bag over its head? Yeah. I like the inspiration, mate. QWERTY, we know... we don't need Wirtz or Musiala. We need a DM or an AM. Well, I think we're going to get a DM now, and we're also getting Rodri back, so we definitely need an AM, which is Wirtz. And Kevin De Bruyne is on his last legs, let's be honest. He's on his last legs. Even if we keep him, we still need someone of that calibre, because we can't depend on Kevin De Bruyne. And I think it's a really interesting point that Pep's not even played him today. You know, we're away at Arsenal. He's not playing him. So he can't depend on Kevin De Bruyne. And obviously, Pep... It's not a lack of trust. It's just that, sorry, mate, you're 34. Your legs can't do it anymore. We need a different approach. And, you know, and Kevin De Bruyne, as much as I love him, he'll be forever known as a Manchester City legend. His time's running out at Manchester City, which is a shame to say those things, but it's true. unfortunately. And JJ, thanks for the super chat, mate. Do you think Salah is a Ballon d'Or contender? Yeah, unfortunately I do. Unfortunately I do, mate. Yes, I do. Big up to Desmond, everyone. Anyone who tuned in wondering why there's a child next to me. That's Desmond, Jeff Spruance's kid, mascot for the day. So big up to him. Big up Jeff's kid, Desmond. Right, let's get the old team lineups going again. Isa, I saw your question as well, mate, asking about the thoughts on Forest 7-0. It's mad that, because I was like, I don't know what to read into it. Is it Brighton being crap? Or because they lost 5-0 the week before. You know what I mean? I specifically made a statement about I think Forest are going to drop points and I don't think they're going to continue. They've definitely, well, I was proven right by the 5-0 against Bournemouth because I've seen Forest cracks. With Nuno, the manager of Forest, I rush his second name, Espirito Santo. I just say it quickly to get over the fact that I struggle to pronounce it. I do think he runs, kind of like Mikel Arteta, he sends them on with a lot of emotions. You don't win titles and maintain consistency with such a high level of emotion. You need to be controlled. You need some emotion, of course you do. The game's about emotion, but it spills over too much with Nuno, as it does with Mikel Arteta's sides. And I think Forest will suffer as a result of that. But he got their emotions in the winning column against who did they batter? Brighton. So yeah, it was an unbelievable result, really, wasn't it? What a response that was. Man, don't hate me, but when am I on this stream? When I am on this stream, we lose. If I just watch match and close YouTube, we win. I may leave to watch the match, but love you, mate. Do what you got to do, mate. Whatever you got to do, mate. Whatever your superstitions feel are necessary for the game, but I appreciate the super chat nonetheless. Thanks very much, mate. Game is about to get underway. Here we go. Blues, are you ready? Here we go. There's Trossard. He looks about 45, him, doesn't he, Trossard? He's how old is he, actually? I think he's still in his 20s. He does look at least 45. I'd love it, Bertie. I'd love it again. I really would. There's Mikel. Lego head. I mean, I'm a bit of a Lego head, to be fair, so I need to watch what I say. Right. Bernardo Silva standing on the ball. About to get the game underway at the Emirates Stadium. Here we go. Come on, City! Come on, City! Let's do the business. And we're off! Back to Ortega. No press from Arsenal. Went long. Gabriel's got something to deal with here. Straight out for a throw into Arsenal. Nice one, Mullet. Seen Rodri is being included in the Champions League knockout squad. I have seen that. Very exciting times. Very exciting times. I think it's more on the hopeful side from Manchester City that they're actually going to... The plan is to get to the Champions League final and win it. And if we're at that stage of the season where we're in the final, then that's probably when we're going to be calling, oh shit. Gvardiol hits it and it's come off here. Havertz with a shot straight at Ortega. Gvardiol there with a bit of a sloppy clearance. Comes straight off Trossard, I think it was. But here comes City the other way. Fires in midfield to Marmouche. Go for the little 1-2 with Gvardiol and an aggressive pass forward. Gabriel, it's a fiery start here from City. And Arsenal, in fairness to them. Lewis Skelly, look out for him today, by the way. He's got a proper chip on his shoulder. So does Gabriel, by the way. I'm looking forward to them too. They're already Gabriel pushing Haaland in the ribs. Look at that. Look at that. Straight away, it's kicking off today, this game. It's kicking off. At some point, they're all going to be kicking off. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. But yeah, Mullet, in answer to your question about Rodri, if we get to the final, I think that's or semi-finals, there's a possibility with Rodri's injury supposed to be close to being available towards the end of the season. But it's if we even get there, mate. Do you know what I mean? That's the question. Akanji with a shocking from Akanji. Manuel Akanji's done us. He's done us big time. It's going to be 1-0. Yeah, of course it is. Manuel Akanji, mate. What are you doing? 1-0 Arsenal. Manuel fucking Akanji. Oh, mate. You could see the nerves as soon as he touched that ball. Heavy touch. Miscontrols. Gift for Arsenal. A fucking gift again, man. Absolute shite. Manuel Akanji, mate. Your season's getting worse as it progresses. High five from Phil Foden to trying to pick up his spirits, but what is he playing at here, man? Such a heavy touch. Nah, mate. Good ball into him, yeah. Oh, the touch is ugly, mate. It's ugly. And Havertz, very unselfishly, squares it to Trossard. And I think it's John Stones who's doing his best to try and get something in the way of it without handballing it, because then he's off. Sorry, it's not even Trossard, it's Odegaard who scored. But I mean, fucking hell, Akanji, mate. Unbelievable. 2 minutes in. That's what's killing me about this side, man. You just can't trust them. You just can't trust them. It's just always mistakes. I just never see a side. I want to see a side beat us without us giving it them. Why do we have to gift everything to our opposition? Fucking hell. Second Premier League goal this season. Odegaard's been shit this season as well, mate. Fucking hell. Unbelievable. Nunes. I actually think there was positive play from City, from the midfield three. Gvardiol with a nice pass moments before this moment even happened. Gvardiol came forward aggressively, a little 1-2 with Marmoush. Looked positive. It looked good. And Haaland trying to get involved. Foden was aggressive, getting out there and getting in front of Lewis Skelly. There was positivity to the front line of Manchester City, but there's just no excusing a touch of a fucking wardrobe from Manuel Akanji. Do you know what I mean? Jesus, mate. Shell-shocked. Absolute shell-shocked with this, mate. Really. But plenty of time to go. What's happened in the previous 2 games? We've gone 1-0 down in both of them. But this is Arsenal away. This is a different kettle of fish. This is not Club Bruges. This is not a crap, out of form Chelsea side. This is an Arsenal side that, well, I wouldn't say they don't know. They know how to keep clean sheets, because they don't at the minute. They've actually been shipping a lot of silly goals themselves this season. But if you hand them an opportunity to gain confidence like that, then, I mean, fuck's sake. And here they come again. Odegaard. It was another mistake. Martinelli, it's going to be 2. It's going to be 2. It's 2-0. Wow. It's offside. It's offside. It's offside. You're hoping it stays offside as well, because that didn't look obvious. It looked close to me. Yeah, he's not here. Miles offside. What am I talking about? Miles offside. Big up James, mate. So early and in such a fashion, it's very disappointing. Yeah, that's a polite way of putting it, James. Very politely put. My way of putting it was, what a bag of shit from Manuel Akanji that turned out to be. Fucking Walker, mate. Do you want to know something as well? It never came to anything, but I had my eagle eyes out. Moments before that happened, Ortega had a similar sort of nervous touch where he was looking up and he put his foot on the ball and he sort of slipped on it. No one was pressing him or closing him down, but there's some nerves in there still jangling for the Manchester City back line as well, and that's where we're looking nervous. We haven't been able to get the ball forward since they've scored. So I'd like to see if we can still show some confidence going forward, because there was signs that Gvardiol and Marmoush were there. Was like a lovely little bit of link-up play. I'm clutching at straws, to be honest, because it was like 5 seconds of football that I'm talking about. But still, there was some positive stuff there in that 5 seconds. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, mate. Liverpool, mate. Liverpool have won. This league was done. I think Liverpool won the league before this game. I'm not sure if Arsenal even win this game that Liverpool are going to collapse. They show no signs of collapsing whatsoever, Liverpool. Bournemouth was kind of going to be the game where it was going to cause them problems. Bournemouth are beating everybody right now. Everybody. And to go there and beat them and keep a clean sheet in the process, you can't really argue, you know what I mean? They're just emphatically beating everybody. And even when they play badly, it's like job done type performance. You know what I mean? Getting it done. They're going to win the league. And it's from an Arsenal perspective, or rival of Arsenal, people who are not Arsenal fans but focusing on Arsenal, it's hilarious to see them. The focus been on City for so long, and it's a case of, like, all we have to do is beat City. Maybe they'll have an off season, and if they do, then we'll capitalise. And we have done exactly that. We're absolutely shite this season, and you fuck the Arsenal, and Liverpool have just wandered in ahead of you. That's like beautiful script writing. The footballing gods and their ability to write scripts know no bounds. Do you know what I mean? They are hilarious script writers, the footballing gods. Beautiful switch that by John Stones to Mateus Nunes, who comes forward. He's got Lewis Skelly on his shoulder, and the flag goes up. He's offside. Gutted, mate. What a ball that was. I think it was John Stones who sprayed it. Lovely, lovely diagonal ball here from John Stones. But Akanji getting caught on the ball, mate. And it's not even his touch that's let him down. The touch was shocking, but he played a pass as well. And Gabriel's just shouted into the face of Erling Haaland. Bit early, mate. Bit early. Who just saw that? The celebration. Apparently Gabriel went, ah! Well, not apparently. I just saw it. Gabriel just went, ah! Into the face of Erling Haaland, mate. Oh. Oh. Yeah, let's have a look at your fucking trophy cabinet, you shithouse. What you got in there, mate? What you got in there? What you got to show for your fucking career, mate? You know, that big blonde Norwegian you're marking, mate. He shits on you for fucking trophies. What the fuck you got to show for yourself, you shithouse? He fucking spent 6 months fucking feeling sorry for himself and getting angry about someone bopping a football on the back of his head. This game's going to kick off, mate. I'm telling you right now, it's kicking off. This game is kicking off. Oh, make sure you're hitting those like buttons, everybody. We got nearly 900 of you watching and not even 300 likes. We can do better than that. Come on, Blues. Help me out. Help me out. It does. It hurts. To an extent. Do you know what I mean? It's disappointing. The manner of the goals. It's always been this season. It's been the manner of the way we're losing. It's how we lose. It's not the fact that we're losing. At this point now, I mean, if you're... Do you know what I mean? What are we doing here? Fuck, Kovacic nearly got caught on the ball. Play on, referee, you knob. Anyway, free kick to City. If you're surprised that City are losing this game, then, I mean, where the acceptance, I've gone through the stages, you know what I mean, this season, of shock. City losing game after game. I've gone through that process. Shock, shock, shock. Wow, can't believe it. Then it was like denial. Oh, we're going to turn it around. We'll turn it around. It's just a moment. It's just a blip. Like, we blame Rodri. Blame the absence of Rodri. That's the problem. But we'll come back. We'll come back. We'll come back. And then it was just like sort of insanity for a bit, where you're just sort of laughing like an insane person, like going absolutely insane about it because it's 11 games we've lost in a row. Like, what the fuck? Like, going absolutely mental. And then you're just like, nah, it's cool. We're shit. It's cool. You learn to accept it. And then we started to play well again, and that's where the pain comes back, because it's like we're actually playing all right football lately. We have turned a bit of a corner. I won't say we're back, but we've definitely improved. My trust for this side just went with the PSG game. I thought that was a real... That hurt more than any of the results in all of the games that we lost. It was the PSG one for me that killed me. It did. Absolutely heartbreaking. Gabriel with 1 FA Cup. Is that what he's got? Congratulations, Gabriel. Haaland with a treble first season levels. And then a Premier League the following season as well. 2 Premier Leagues, a Champions League, an FA Cup. And he's got the balls to get in his face. Haaland took it well, mate. Haaland didn't do anything, didn't react, didn't move. Unfazed. Unfazed. And if I was Haaland and I scored, I wouldn't do anything. I'd rise above it at this point. At this point, you rise above it. Wait for the final whistle. To get in someone's face 2 minutes in. 88 minutes to go. Anything could happen. I'm trying to wind up a machine like Erling Haaland is inadvisable. I don't advise doing that. Messi's feeling positive. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. Doesn't need to be like that, does it? We can definitely avoid humiliation today. You're hoping at least, but Arsenal haven't created any chances since they've scored. Neither have we, though. And I would say the game's 50-50 at this point. In terms of control and who's been the better side. Arguably, there's been little moments. Oh, fuck off, ref. You shithouse. He miscontrolled it, Jake. A couple of like sloppy touches where it was like bouncing between his feet. Like he looked like so uncomposed. The complete opposite of composure from Manuel Akanji. And then he tried to play a pass. Right, get him in the book. Get that little shithouse in the book. Book him! Don't warn him. It's clearly trying to get him in the book. So you book him. That's a bookable offence. That's shit refereeing, that is. Absolute shite refereeing. You book him for that. He's just kicked the ball against Marmoush, purposefully trying to get him in the book to say, like, oh, you're standing in the way. That's a bookable offence, mate. Because Marmoush doesn't have to retreat. He doesn't have to run away. Do you know what I mean? He was backing off. Anyway, yeah, Kanji was not very good, mate. He tried to play a ball, gave it away, and, yeah. Havertz squared it to Odegaard, who had an almost empty net to put it in, with John Stones trying to do his best to block it. But yeah, look at that possession from City. 68% possession, but no chances to show for it at all. So we've been controlling the football, but not really the game, if that makes sense. Yeah, that. It does take the edge off, but still. I want to get over be above that now. Trossard coming forward here for Arsenal. He's got Nunes and Bernardo Silva to beat, and he's running rings around both of them. Nunes, don't commit, mate. That's a foul, referee. That's the one time it was a foul to Arsenal. He's not giving it, so I'll take it. Man on John Stones, he's behind you. I thought he was going to leave that. Nunes, goal kick to City. That was a foul, I thought. He pushed it, and Trossard's going mad. Nunes pushed him in the back, I thought, there. The one foul that's been in the game doesn't get given. So we've got a lovely shit referee here today who doesn't know how to referee a football match whatsoever. Here you go, let's have a look. Yeah, it's soft. I'm not sure it was a foul, actually, to be honest. So maybe the referee gets it right. But still, I'm concerned about this referee. There's been a moment already where he should have let the ball carry on because Foden was going away. He gave a free kick, didn't let the game carry on for a play on. A free kick given to Arsenal that was never a free kick. And yeah, that one I thought maybe not. But yeah, I do worry about this referee. I've always thought he's a bit of a numpty. I can't remember his name. Gary, please tell my wife. Sorry, Alison, for making you cry. For you, Curry fan, and the stress it's cry and the stress it's causing you. Sorry, Alison, says Gary, for making you cry and the stress that it's causing you. So, hope you feel better, Alison. Cheers, Gary. Thanks, mate. It is Big M. It is. Nice one, Duckster. Appreciate the support, mate. Thank you very much. Nice one. Nope, nothing surprising at all, Adriana. But here comes City. Foden coming forward. Look at that midfield there. They're just blocking up the midfield. There's opportunities for City here. There's space in that midfield. But they quickly blocked it up just then. But prior to that, there's been openness to this game. And we're not making use of it now. Long way to go. Long way to go in this game. But if Arsenal get a second, I think the City heads are going to drop. And I think we could be looking... Messi magic might be... well, I'm sure it's not going to be 5. Oh, fuck me. Oh, Ortega comes out like a... I don't know. Like a ninja. Like a cat. Flew out of his goal then and just leapt on the ball. Quick reflexes to notice the danger then. I don't think the ball was even intended for Martinelli. But even though we've got the football for the majority of the game, it just feels like Arsenal are still the better side. When they get the ball, they come forward and they actually create something. They start to pierce through the lines of Manchester City. When we get the ball, it's like nothing. It's like, here we go. Come on, Bernardo Silva carrying the ball forward. He's got Savinho on the left. Marmoush and Foden, by the way, are inverted, so we don't really have a right winger at this moment. Marmoush over the bar. It looks like Nunez's job is to come forward in this game. I can't see Gvardiol coming forward at all. So my predicted tactics would be at play today, not the case whatsoever. I got the Marmoush bit right. He's on the left, but he's cutting inside. He's inverting a little bit. But Savinho's still out on the left. So you've got two players behind Haaland with Foden and Marmoush. Savinho on the left and no one on the right. But when we have the ball, Nunez's job is to come forward from right back. Kovacic, ball back to John Stones, back to Ortega, Oh, he's done well there, John Stones. Well done, John Stones. That's composure, that is. That was lovely composure. Keep doing that for the rest of the game, mate. Because that is lovely level. Kovacic, mate! They smell blood, Arsenal. They smell nerves and they smell blood. Akanji's hunched over here. Have you bottled it, Manuel? Are you some... Oh, I'm injured. I better come off. Have your head's gone, mate, hasn't it? His head looks like it's gone. I'm well behind. How am I well behind? I'm not that well behind. I'm as close to the live action as possible, Mullet. 100% Adrian. Error-prone sums up our season. Akanji is a really clever fella, but he makes a lot of mistakes. Come on, City. Yeah. Error-prone. Very true. We've been error-prone for a couple of seasons, but the quality we've shown going the other way gets, like, bails us out of jail, doesn't it? You know. It really does. The clock's in sync. But yeah, I commentated a little bit behind with Bernardo Silva before, I must admit. But oh, there you go. You paused me. No wonder. 6 cans of beer will do that, Mullet, mate. That's what happens. Unfortunately. Go on, ball breaks for Foden. Coming through the middle. He's on his own, mate. He's getting to have it taken off him all too easily. He's on his own, guys. Like, anytime we get the ball, Savinho tries to get back. We're in trouble here. Martinelli, if he keeps that in, which he does with a slide tackle, but Gvardiol's going to pick that up off him. Thank you very much, he says. Savinho now comes for, well, slows it down. Kovacic, man on, mate. Great turn. Well played, Mateo Kovacic. Inside to Bernardo Silva, man on. See, that's what it does. You don't close down a man who just gets the ball and just looks at the like what you're going to do. A player that does that, gets the ball and his body language just oozes confidence and composure. The defenders don't want to close that guy down because it's like he's going to do something here. He looks like he's ready to do something. He's about to spring a trap, you know. Whereas you see a player whose feet are doing that and he's like panicking like Akanji was. Close him down because he looks fucking nervous, mate. Go on, Mamouche was in there. Gvardiol didn't find him. Manuel Akanji as well looked like he was complaining about an injury a minute ago. I mean, you're going to be what? Bringing on Rice? Or Hayes, rather? Still call him Rice, just because it's so, like, the name. It doesn't look like it should be Hayes, does it? And Husanov as well. For Akanji. It doesn't fill me with confidence, to be honest. "20 minutes gone. City without anything to speak of in this game in an attacking sense so far. A very lacklustre response to going 1-0 down. But here comes Nunez. Goes back to Akanji. Ball's going to come in the box, is it? Nope. Nunez. Foden. Shot at the back post. Well, it's sort of like a cross-come shot. I think he was actually looking for Haaland at the back post. Savinho there. Strong from Savinho there. Jurian Timber was looked the favourite there, but Savinho bullied him a little bit. John Stone's a bit too calm there, but he got the ball to Akanji anyway. Gets it back. This is better from City. Last couple of minutes, we've got to the halfway line. We've forced Arsenal back into a defensive shape. They're aggressive. They just seem like they want it more. Looking at the body language and the way they're playing the game at the minute, it looks like they want it more. Ball to the back post. It's cleared. Corner ball to City. Look at the way they're closing us down, you know. It's very aggressive. Very aggressive. This isn't an attitude problem from City. It's just a case of realising you're not in a title race. They've got more to fight for. There's more jeopardy in Arsenal's result here than it is for Manchester City. You know? Considering Newcastle lost and Villa lost, we're in a top 4 race. So the urgency for City to get the 3 points here isn't as big. But it's saved! It's off the bar! Fucking bastards, man. It's going to be one of them, innit? It's going to be one of them games. It's going to be one of them. David Raya with a save by the looks of it. It looked like he flicked it onto the bar. It went up in the air. What a delivery that was from Marmoush. The corner was absolutely delightful. Met perfectly by Josko. Saved by David Raya. Reflexes, unbelievable, mate. Then he saved it onto the bar. Haaland was hoping the ball would drop, but instead it clips the top of the bar and then goes out of his vision. He couldn't really see. Marmoush chops inside. Plays it inside to Savinho. Looks like he was offside. Doesn't even connect with it properly anyway. But Savinho smacks the floor in frustration. Manchester City look better. Last couple of minutes, better. Much better from Manchester City. He does, doesn't he, mate? He does. That should have been a goal, that. I heard, oh, fucking hell. Clear it, Akanji. Jesus Christ. He's done that. He's done it. Marmoush, foul, mate. Foul. That's Partey with a foul on Marmoush. Played quickly by Kovacic. Wants to get on with the game. Savinho's got 2 options in the box waiting for him. He's going to dink it back post to Haaland. Fuck off, man. Arsenal do that back 4 do not like Erling Haaland, do they? Lewis Skelly, he's the one who got told to stay humble, wasn't he? He gave him a little look then as well. A little bit of afters. Haaland's not biting any of it. He's saying, right, let's let the football do the talking today, and hopefully we can do that. But Arsenal seem to have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. Certainly a couple of their players do. And it's very much focused at the big man, Erling Haaland. He seems to have rattled them before the game even started. But they're winning. So currently, they're getting the last laugh. Come on, City. Come on, City. Guys, make sure you're hitting that like button, please. Massively helps. Lovely turn that by Kovacic and laid into Savino. That's a foul, referee. Get him in the fucking book! Fuck's sake, man! He's booked him. How many times, mate? Unbelievable. He just fucking snapped him. Absolute joke. Right, Savinho, you know what you got to do, mate. You're going to be dangling carrots all day now against Jory and Timber. 1-on-1, Savinho versus Timber. Timber on a yellow card. Wind him up, mate. Take him on, take him on, take him on. Dangle those carrots. Hopefully he bites. What a bad free kick from City that was. We've gone back to John Stones and pressured. We're going to be playing back to Ortega here. Yep, here we go. Back to Ortega. What a bad free kick that was. Ortega into Kovacic. What's he done? Oh, it's just going to be... He's put it wide. Kai Havertz fucked it. Fucking sort it out with this shit fucking football at the back, man. No way should you be passing that ball to Kovacic there, mate. You shouldn't be. Declan Rice wins it. So aggressive from Declan Rice. Slides round Kovacic. Gets a big right boot on it. Such good play from Declan Rice. Read it like a book. And Kai Havertz drags his shot wide while Ortega's well out of goal. So sloppy at the back from Manchester City at the minute. Self-inflicted. All of the damage that we've received in this game. Here we go. We've got some more defending to do. Trossard holds the ball up. City gets some shake back. Can't believe what I just saw there. Big fan of Ortega, me. You know that. But, I mean, that was a real indication of what... Oh, good back post defending from Nunes. Great flick from Mateus Nunes there. Gets up high, flicks it on. But, you know what's coming now, don't you? You know what's coming now. It's an Arsenal corner. It's basically like a penalty, isn't it? You might as well have just punched him in the face. We'd probably have more chance of keeping it at 1-0. Oh, come on. Declan Rice. Standing in front of the City fans. About to whip one in dangerously for Manchester City to defend. Cleared by Josko. Well done, Josko. Odegaard smacks it on the volley against Bernardo Silva. And then Bernardo Silva goes through Odegaard there. A bit aggressive that. Thought that was a free kick. To be honest, Odegaard's gone down. I thought that was a free kick. And Bernardo Silva knew what he was doing there. And he gets away with it. He's looking at Odegaard. Yeah, he just smashes him. It's a free kick. But we got away with it because guess what? Like I said, the ref's absolute crap. He doesn't have a clue. I've seen this referee before. Someone might have said his name already, but can you let me know his name? Because he's absolutely pants, this referee. He really is. Odegaard's still down here. He can be a bit nasty, Bernardo Silva, and I like that about him. I really do. I like that. How has Kai Havertz not scored there? We got away with that one big time. Hopefully we can make them regret that miss. Because that should have been 2-0. And it would have been another gift had it become 2-0. Shocking at the back from City. Go on, Marmouche. Closing down Partey. We're definitely... we're losing the physical battle at the minute. Big time. Which I thought was always going to be the case there. Marmouche trying, and with good effort as well, to try and get the ball off Partey. But he was just like, get off me, mate. Not strong enough, is he? Because Partey's a beast. He's a big guy. You got Declan Rice in there. Nunes has just been rinsed by Trossard. Bernardo Silva doing his best to get back to slow him down. And he does a good job there, Bernardo Silva. Gives a chance for Nunes to get back. Ball inside to Odegaard. Outside to Lewis Skelly. He's got Nunes to beat. You just don't commit. Stand him up. Just stay on your feet, Nunes. Don't throw in a tackle. Leave it. Shepherd that out. There you go. Goal kick to City. It's not been a good start from City, not going to lie. There's been too many mistakes at the back. Too many mistakes. And it just spreads like a virus. When one of your players does that, it has such a big impact on the rest of them. We've seen Ortega now make a pretty bad error that he got away with. And of course, Akanji makes a horrible mistake, which we do not get away with. Ortega's legs, mate. Have you seen the size of them? He's fucking filling them shorts, isn't he? Jesus Christ, like tree trunks. And he's just booted the ball out as well from a goal kick. Not having a good game so far at the minute, Ortega, distribution-wise. Throw-in on the halfway line for Arsenal. Another throw-in, bit further down the line this time. John Stones nods it out. Arsenal slow and steadily making their way forward. Get to 1-0, half-time at 1-0. I'll take that. Take that all day long. Regroup. Have a think. Calm yourself. Foul, referee. Kovacic is brought down, wants to play quickly. Plays it inside to Foden. I don't know why we rushed that. Yeah, referee says that's a rolling ball. Take it again. Thank God, because we nearly gave it away. I appreciate the urgency, Kovacic, mate, but I'm not sure this game needs urgency from us right now. It needs composure, because we've got none of it. None of it whatsoever. That's it. Go on, Mamouche is away here. Go on. Look at that, he's quick, isn't he? He's just leaving Partey in his dust there. I think Gabriel stepped across to slow him down. And you've actually got Gabriel now playing right back because Jorian Timbers had to tuck inside. So make the most of this. They're out of shape here. They're out of shape. Look at the numbers blocking this cross coming in. Yeah, straight into the fucking bollocks of Gabriel. Take that, you shithouse. Right in the fucking bollocks. Have some of that. Nothing more enjoyable than seeing a twat get one right in the bollocks. Thoroughly enjoyed that. That was as good as a goal. It's 1-1. It's 1-1. Brilliant. Smacked right in the testicles. Great stuff. Love to see it. Love to see it. Marmouche with a corner as well. Be great if we scored from this. Marmouche. Flicked on! Oh, fucking hell, we nearly did. Oh. Bowled out quickly to Kai Havertz and he's ghosting past here. He's going to fly past us. He's quick, isn't he, Havertz? Doesn't look it. He's deceptively quick, Kai Havertz. We've had to slow him down though, and Phil Foden gets back. What are you doing, Bernardo Silva? Jesus Christ. Did some very unorthodox control from Bernardo Silva, but he controlled it nonetheless. Phil Foden with a great intercepted header as the ball was attemptedly to be switched by Trossard. Duxter, mate, thank you very much. Everyone give a thumbs up for Jonny. We love you. Thanks, Duxter, mate. I appreciate that. Really do appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. Nice one, mate. Didn't realise. I've never even used that button. That's the first time I've ever done that. So, might start doing that a bit more. Nunes comes forward. City with an opportunity to at least get the ball into the box. You hope we do in this situation. But you are going up against a defence that's very good at defending crosses with Saliba and Gabriel. And there's proof of what I just said. As Gabriel just gets in the way, clears it. No problem. Easy to defend. Easy. Nice one, Hannah. Yeah, hit those likes up, people. Help the stream grow. Help the channel grow. Yeah, you wonder what a goal for City would do, you know. Got a proper itchy shin. Really itchy. Where's that come from? Yeah, CJs. Appreciate that, mate. And I agree. I do wonder where their heads will go if City get a very... I would say an equaliser would be kind of undeserved, really. Strong from Nunes. There you go. That's it. Shepherd it out. Well done, Nunes. Well done. Really good. Great stuff. Well played, Mateus Nunes. Strong defending there from Mateus Nunes. Just bullied him, really. Got his body in the way of the ball and just lets it roll out for a goal kick. Yeah, I don't want to see them partying thanks to our work. But I do think they're going to be celebrating if they can get something out of this game. Well played, Bernardo Silva there. Hooked it away from Declan Rice. I don't know how he managed to do that, but he hooked the ball away. Declan Rice looked like he was going to cause problems for Manchester City then. But he reached a leg out. I think... Oh, Nunes has given it away. Sprint back, Nunes, then, mate. Sprint. Why ain't you sprinting? Sprint. Sprint. He's gone off camera now. He's gone that slow. Get back, mate. You're the one. When you make the mistake, that's the first thing you do is sprint. Can't stand that. Like, oh, I made a mistake. Oh, amble back. Fucking straight out of the Kyle Walker training book, that is. He's got a job today, Nunes, because his job's going to require the biggest engine, the biggest stamina. He's going up and down that right wing all day. You know, and he's got a tough job. He has. And he's doing all right, but I'm not a fan of that. I don't like that at all. Not getting back when you're the one who gave it away. You should be busting a lung to get back there. He did, no. He just disappeared. He was that slow. Ball through. Gvardiol back to Ortega. Well played, Josko. Martinelli, mate, do you understand how football works? When a tackle is made and the defender connects with the football, it's a clean tackle, mate. It wasn't even a tackle, he passed it. And because Martinelli fell over Josko's leg, he's like, penalty, you fucking clown, mate. No, not a penalty, Martinelli. You absolute moron, mate. The audacity to even ask is pretty rich. Great ball, is it? No, Marmouche. Looking for Phil Foden. There, I'm not sure what's going on with this system Pep's doing, you know. It never is there, is it? I'd go to the system that I put on my screen with Savinho on the right. Stop sending Nunes forward and maybe send Gvardiol forward instead. I feel like Gvardiol has been very dangerous lately. But I think the reason why is because Martinelli is playing on the right. That's why. Because he doesn't want to get exposed. So it makes sense. But this is where City are at right now. We're very much in the frame of mind where we think about the opposition more than we used to. Because obviously you have to take into consideration what the opposition side are going to do. Every Pep Guardiola side will always do that. They will never neglect that. They will always think, right, what are they going to do? We know what we can do. We're very, very good. But we have to factor in little details that they can do. It seems lately that we do a lot of compensating for what they can do, no matter the opposition. And we've seemed to have forgotten that we're very good ourselves and we can do damage with almost an excessive amount of focus on opposition. I mean, Arsenal, yeah, good side, obviously. But, I mean, there's not much threat from City in this game at all, you know. Not much at all. Very easy to deal with from an Arsenal point of view. We haven't had a shot. We had the bar, didn't we? Josko Gvardiol with the header. Saved by David Raya. Other than that, it's been pretty flat from City. And we're looking at playing it out from the back again, where we've conceded 1 as a result, and very nearly conceded 2 as a result. Out to John Stones. He's stuck here. He's stuck. Switches it. Well played, John Stones. Well played. You can see why Pep signed him, can't you? One of the first signings, wasn't it? Really early signing into Pep Guardiola's reign as Manchester City, because, I mean, he's been a great signing for us. Vital to the way we play football. Such a shame that we've not seen that much of him. Ball switched by Akanji. Gvardiol this time coming forward. Nunes, get back, mate, if that's the case. Where's Nunes? Let's have a look. He's come forward, hasn't he? He's come forward. So we got 2 at the back at the minute. Trying to keep Arsenal pinned back with, 7 minutes to go. Here's Nunes down the right side this time. Josko's dropping. You can see it now, right at the bottom of the camera. That's what you got to do. That's what I was saying in my preview. You got to get in that position, mate. Look at him. That's exactly what he should be doing. Well done, Josko. There you go, Mamouche. Heavy. He's not playing well, Mamouche, at all, to be honest. He's driven forward a couple of times with it. And then Josko's caught out of position here, but you got 3 City players to defend. Havertz one-on-one with Stones with Akanji behind him, but Arsenal's coming forward now. They've got numbers in the box with Declan Rice. Odegaard gets forward, City getting numbers back. Kovacic intercepts. Now, get forward. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Slow as anything, mate. Slugs. Go on, there you go. That's not a slug. That's Savinho. He's not a slug. Come on. Use your speed. Switches it. Haaland uses his strength. Nods it down and Partey clears it. Who's on the edge of the area? Kovacic, is he going to win it? No, he's not. Savinho gets involved. Chests it. Frustrating, this game. It's such a frustrating watch. There you go. Marmouche. Haaland going straight onto that back post again. Waiting for the cross to come in. He's peeling away on Lewis Skelly a couple of times because I think that's wise. You're going to win a lot of the aerial duels against him, aren't you? But are you going to cause much damage when you're standing on the left back? Because the goal tends to be protected by the 2 centre-backs rather than the left back. So if you're going that far off from the cross, your only option is going to be to nod it back across goal rather than head it on target. You know what I mean? Like we just saw a minute ago where he had to head it back. But, yeah, a little bit better again from City. We've seen 2 or 3 minute spells, 2 of them now, where City have taken control, gotten forward, but still no genuinely exciting moment to create a chance. No shot with power, no venomous shot, nothing in anger from City at all. Just a little bit flat, a little bit prodding and probing, kind of hopeful from City, wishful. Great ball from John Stones. Having a great half so far, John Stones. He really is. Showing a great level of composure at the minute. Foden's going to dink this. Gvardiol's come forward. First time cross by Gvardiol! Oh, and it was nearly found at the back post by Bernardo Silva. Cleared eventually by Arsenal, but City are turning the screw slightly. Very slightly. Great first time ball that. Teased David Raya to make a dive out of his goal to sort of get some hand on it. to prevent the cross from getting to the back post, which he didn't. Ended up with Bernardo Silva. Foden, heavy touch from Foden. Never a foul. Piss off, referee. Foden's laughing with sarcasm, really, but a great ball across. Well found by Foden in the first place to find Josko. First time half-volleyed cross. And Raya actually does get a little fingertips on it there, actually. That could have been... what a bit of goalkeeping that is. It is, because I think Bernardo Silva's getting on the end of that cross. If he doesn't deflect it, David Raya there. Ooh. Did I miss a super chat, Mullet? What did I miss, Mullet? Oh, that one. Why not Stones right back drifting into midfield with Akanji and Gvardiol? You're spelling, mate. Those beers, mate. I'm enjoying it, to be honest. I can still read it perfectly well. But at centre back, Enrico Lewis at left back. We've all seen Stones is good at that role. Nunes clearly isn't. Possibly, mate. Possibly. 100% Mullet. Absolutely. I don't expect you to. Is it 10 now? Fucking hell, mate. 4 in the space of... Fair play, mate. Go on. You got that, Savinho. Oh, he's not done well there, Savinho. Odegaard takes it off him. That was a real opportunity there. He's injured, Messi, mate. He's injured. Kovacic coming right through the middle again. Held up by Haaland after he feeds him. Foden picks it up. Out to Bernardo Silva on the edge of the area. Goes further out wide on the right side to Nunes. Dinks it first time. Flicked on badly by Saliba. Savinho. Shot. Oh, deflected. Oh, you lucky bastards, man. Do you know what? It's another bit of great goalkeeping. The reflexes of David Raya, mate. Fucking hell. The guy's a fucking cat. He's like a ninja, mate. Like, his reflexes are so good, aren't they? Savinho with a poor cross. Just actually stayed in. Could end up being a good moment, this, for City. And it was Marmoush from Kovacic with the first time volley. Bounces off the floor, up in the air and collected into the hands of David Raya, who tells every man and his dog that I'm about to waste a good couple of minutes with this by going like that. Everybody, chill. I'm going to hold on to this for as long as possible. It's not been great, Isa, has it, mate? It's not been great. Still, half of football to go. David Raya sprays one out to Partey there. Go on, snap him. Oh, he had an opportunity to hit him there. Declan Rice going to switch this one here. Gvardiol's underneath it, flicks it on. Really good defending from Josko. Savinho, don't make a mess of this, mate, because you're in trouble if you do. Hold it up. Get your head up. Just get it forward, mate. He's done well, just about. Got it to Stones. Stones, you need to clear it. Oh, John Stones, mate. Turns. 180 spin from John Stones on almost on the touchline there. Beautiful from John Stones. Really good again. Haaland's got to do better there against Saliba, and Saliba just boots it back to David Raya because Haaland was tugging his shirt a little bit there, but Raya goes long. Gvardiol underneath it. And we've settled. I think that's one thing you could say about the side. There's no nerves in the side anymore. We don't look as nervous as we did because there was obviously Akanji and Ortega and a couple others that were putting in some heavy touches. Foden switches it beautifully, right on the money to Matheus Nunes. 10 seconds of the half remain though. City needs to do something here. Get the ball in. There's no time left. Just cross it. Just cross the ball, otherwise he's going to blow his fucking whistle. Cross goes in now and it's gone up, deflected, and there goes the half-time whistle. Fucking hell. Not a great half. Not a great half, to be honest. And we got off to an absolutely disastrous start with Manuel Akanji. What is he playing at there? Devastating. Let me sort the clock out. And I will stick it in at half-time. Oh. Devastated, mate. Devastated. Not sure what to make of that. Really not sure what to make of that. So I'm just gutted. I'm just gutted with how it's a mistake again. A mistake again. How many times, Blues, have we done this to ourselves? We'd be going in at 0-0 thinking we've actually controlled the game. You eradicate that moment, and then obviously even if you include the Ortega moment, you say, okay, we got away with that. There's the warning. But then if you eradicate the mistake from Akanji, you're going in at 0-0 thinking you've hit the bar, you've created very little, but you've at least controlled the game against an Arsenal side that it should be doing better, to be honest, against this City side. But one mistake, and it's just a very, very different narrative all of a sudden. It really is. Right. You ain't fucking ready for this. I think you know what's coming when you see the... Oh, shit. Oh. There we go.
Guys, it's me again. The chair. I've got something I wanted to say.
Scratch that. I've got some bars I wanted to spit. Finally, Jonny's gone for a wee relief. Now I can breathe, come please Febreze me. This is a cry for help, I'm the chair of despair. Let me talk like Kev when no one fucking cares. Seems like a nice guy, but that's just a facade. I'm exposing him like Kyle Walker's cock at the bar. Wish I had a fitty like L. Brooker's my owner. Not this loner, stroking his boner over Sean Goats. So who leaves floating in his own home? He's a pain in the dick, call him John Kidney Stones. A clone of Goldbridge, a pity he's less witty. I support his fat ass more than he supports City. You think he's on his piss break? The truth is obscene, cause he slashes at his decks. That's the real live stream. Sprays all over the rug like Rodri sprays passes. That's the start, then he farts, nasty ass guesses. What he's doing right now would leave you gobsmacked, cause the turd he's curling's long as Erling's contract. And that's when he starts half-time's next phase, and he feeds his rag missus who he keeps in a cage in a half and half scarf. He just kicks in the mirror. I think his record's too. Could he be any shitter? He slides to his shrine of pep that's next door, and he cries or has a whack depending on the score. A potty mouth prick, his profanity's foul, and his ears are so red he needs a sanitary towel. Bad advice he's giving it, crap opinions he's bringing it, underpants he's ripping it, just like Docker he's winging it. And at full time when he's finished shit talking, he pretends I'm a wheelchair and he's Stephen Hawking. The skanky man's back, the slovenly mockery. Pray for me, cause I know that he never wiped properly. Oh shit, shh, he's coming back, he's coming back, he's coming back.
Hi-oh. So what did he say then? What did the chair say? Must have said something good then, mullet. I knew the chair lovers, man. There's definitely some people that will be like, what the fuck was that? So I promised the chair wasn't dead. Just gone quiet for a bit. But he does pipe up once in a while. He does. But yeah. Well, on the reg. Keep it on the reg. It's emotional. It was normally a bit squeaky. I think his balls dropped. Oh yeah, 100%. Probably getting cancelled, to be honest. It's not what I'm about, though, mate. I'm about, well, not what I'm about. What am I about? It's what the chair's about. The chair's just always been as honest as they come, really. Oh, mate. I'm glad you did, mate. I'm glad you did. Hey. Easy now. Definitely getting cancelled now. Jeez, he's ruined it. Hey, is that Leon? That's Leon, isn't it? In your profile picture. Resident Evil 4, mate. Big fan. Big fan of Resi 4. Gee, you've missed it, mate. If you've just tuned in, mate, you have absolutely missed half time. You need to go rewind it a couple of minutes. But enough about the chair, because I'm pissed off. David Raya has done is put in a great performance in that first half, but wasn't exactly called upon loads, was he? But he definitely, you know, he kept them 1-0. Gabriel's fucking face, man, when he shouts at Erling Haaland. Like, Haaland's done so well not to react there, to be honest. He's done so well. But it is the sort of thing in football that comes back to bite you. But maybe that's what people will say about Haaland bopping the back of his head when it went into the when we got that last minute John Stones equaliser. But I mean, hardly a last laugh, is it? You know what I mean? What have you got to show for it, Gabriel? A 1-0 win at half time against City. What trophies have you got, mate? You know, they're the standards. Watch a chair soon. Just the chair talking. If you just have me off camera the whole time, just completely off camera, but you can hear the voice of the chair the whole time, I'll give it a go. Well, he can piss off then. He can piss off. Yeah, big shout to Desmond. Jeff, mate, I swear to God, I hope Desmond wasn't watching. Jesus Christ. Mascot for the day. Put him on for half time. Desmond's in the house. Big up, Desmond. I was going to say, Jeff, mate. Imagine. In 5-10 years, mate, he's going to look at you and go, Dad, why did you send him that picture of me? Like, why am I on Typical City? like that, like, what have you done to me, Dad? He's going to be embarrassed, mate, I tell you right now. It's going to be funny. Now, big up to Desmond, mascot for the day. That's Jeff's little lad there, if anyone's wondering who's just tuned in why there is a little boy in a City kit there. He needs his day cheering up, he does, because it ain't going well for us right now. He needs something to shout about. He does. So let's give it in blues. Come on, City. I would take a 1-1 right now, wouldn't you? I would love a 1-1 because it would or not officially, but pretty much guarantee Arsenal are out of the title race. They're going to start collapsing more if we start taking even more points off them. I can't see them catching Liverpool at this stage now. They are still within a very, very slim chance. And we could effectively open the door to Arsenal because we've got to play Liverpool at the Etihad. And if we go and beat them and make that gap 6 points, then all of a sudden Arsenal are very much back in a title race. You know? We're having a big say in what happens in the title race. I just want to finish second, though. I want to finish second. I would love to finish second this season. Obviously, I wouldn't have said that at the start of the season, but going into the start of January, if you said to me, finishing second, how does that sound? I'd fucking yes, mate. Snap your arm off. Thank you. Take that to the bank. Thank you very much. Looks serious. Thanks for the super chat, mate. Typical City Legend member for 4 months as well, so big up to you. The defence this season have let the whole team down. Absolute bozos. Yeah. It's been a very disappointing season at the back. Very inconsistent. I think injuries play a part in that as well. You're getting cancelled in the morning. Cancelled in the morning. You're getting cancelled in the morning. I probably am, mate. I probably am. That's the good thing about YouTube. You don't get cancelled. You know what I mean? You just apologise, and then depending on how many subscribers you lose with something that you've said, the damage can be quite minimal. You can say more or less within reason what you want on YouTube, and I think that's a good thing. I think freedom of speech is important. But you see YouTubers now, by the way, who are just like treading on eggshells and dancing around the idea of like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, mainstream media as well. Don't speak about them. Don't speak about them because please get me on the overlap. Get me on the overlap. Everybody, I must be on the overlap. Do you know what I mean? Fuck the overlap, man. Who gives a shit, man? Like, what do they pay you? Do you know what I mean? Do they sort you out? Do your numbers skyrocket as a result of going on the overlap? No, they don't. You made yourself on YouTube. That's what happened. You made yourself on YouTube. And you got these people now who are just like desperate to get on the overlap. You know what I mean? And I'm calling out Sky. My most recent video, like laughing in the face of Sky Sports. You know what I mean? Desperate to get on the overlap, mate. Oh, fucking, who gives a shit? Anyway, cheers, Gary. Appreciate that, mate. I presume that's the chair getting the applause, not me. And, yeah, I'm going to have to see what the chair said. I don't actually know what he said, so I'm going to have to figure out what he said after the stream finishes. God, you're absolutely blagged, aren't you? You're blagged. You know it's mental. That's one thing you get guaranteed. Like, absolute. You've gained. I told you a couple of months ago, like, you don't even know the half of the insanity that goes on inside them, in my mind, mate. Like, honestly. This is just the beginning of where things could go. This is going to get weird on this channel. And you guys started it, man. You guys fell in love with the chair. You know what I mean? I give the people what they want. You know what I mean? You're the chair lovers, not me. I fucking hate the thing. Very uncomfortable. Stiff. It's got a mouth on it as well. It's got a proper mouth on it. Yeah. I do love that song. I do love that song. Christine, I know you're of a generation that probably would have looked at that rap and gone, what? What? So I'm surprised you're still here, Christine. I appreciate the support, I must admit. I know there's some people watching this that rap was like a little bit... You as well, Douglas, mate. I know you're of a generation that have been like, what are you doing, Johnny? What are you doing? I do, Paul. Fire away, mate. Give us a joke. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, you're 100% right. I don't know. It's kind of me, really, but... What is it? Manchester City? So anyone just says City, then you're blocked. Right. Big up to Desmond. The match day mascot for typical City. And the lineups are back. Game's about to get underway. Oh, I've got so much shit to sort out here. Half-time time. There we go. Firing away here. Declan Rice is about to get the second half underway for Arsenal. And we're off. Timed that perfectly. To be fair, the chair doesn't fart on you. You fart on it. I stand with the chair. Yeah. It's a good point. It's a bit of a one-way street, this relationship I have with the chair, isn't it? It's a lot of give from the chair, and I give. Some fucking methane, that's what I give. Anyway, nice one, Mollet. Go, oh, ball back there. John Stones does well again, carrying on his first half composure by nodding it back to Stefan Ortega. Vasco, mate, thanks for the super chat. We desperately need midfielders, Johnny. We can't compete with midfield in this shambolic state. The board did us so wrong. Treated us like shit. A bit harsh at the end there. I agree with everything until they treated us like shit. I think that's a bit harsh. But no, I agree with what you've said. They've made mistakes, definitely. And yeah, they're rectifying it right now with Nico Gonzalez, sounds likely. Andrea Cambiasso sounds likely. Or, I mean, if it doesn't, it'll be a shame. But, you know, full well, they're doing what they can. They're trying to get the deal over the line. You know, Marmouche, Husanov, Hayes, you know, they've started the rebuild early in January because there aren't many teams that do that. So they are doing what they can, and I don't think treating them like shit is fair, but I understand what you said before. It absolutely has been a bit of a shambles in midfield this season. I don't think the board can be blamed for Rodri being out for the season, because I think most injuries, like a bad injury is like 2 months, isn't it, in football world? Like 2, maybe 3 months, that, oh, that's a bad one. Do you know what I mean? That's a bad one. But when it's an ACL and you're just done for the season, that's just like, you can't legislate for that. You can't plan for that sort of shit. You know, you can't. It's just not, you can't put that in the thinking, because if you do put that in the thinking for every player, where do you draw the line? You know, it's like if you treat every player as a possible ACL injury at some point, then you need to get a world-class player for every single positions. And then where do you draw the line at them? You might as well get a third player, because it's like, what if they get an ACL injury? You can't predict those things, and you have to assume that, you know, Kovacic might have to step in for Rodri because he's been injured for 2 months. Kovacic could do a job for 2 months, but for the whole season on his own, with Gundogan as some sort of potential support, it was never. It was all. We were doomed to fail the moment he went off with an ACL injury. We were fucked at that point. It's no two ways about it, you know. What do you call a man that lives in a bush? Russell. What do you call a man with paper underpants? Russell. But I had to take it to underpants, didn't I? Because I'm ripping it. Don't know where I got that from. What do you call a girl with one leg? Peggy. What do you call a man that lives on the floor? Matt. I feel a bit like deflated by that. Ipswich fan. Do you know what I mean? They're the sort of jokes that make you go, ah. You know what I mean? Them, like, proper dad jokes. City have dominated the football in this first 3 minutes of the second half, though. Again, we need to start creating some chances, though. John Stones seems to be the springboard for any of Manchester City's forward play. I can't say, I mean, might jinx him here, but Kovacic fires it into Haaland on the edge of the area, into Marmouche. Is he going to go down? He's had it taken off him all too easily there. Corner ball, that, surely. Haaland should be pulling the trigger there on the halfway line, you know. On the edge of the area. He had space. Touch, bang, there. Don't know why he passed that. I thought he should touch and a little bit of space. He could have pulled the trigger there. And I'm surprised he didn't, Erling Haaland. Ortega goes long, gives it away. His distribution's not getting any better at the minute, Ortega. I love him. I do. I'm a big fan of Ortega. I think he's more of a traditional goalkeeper than Edison. But his distribution today has been below the standards we need. You know, you got to call it for what it is. It's not been good enough distribution-wise for him. And we got away with one in the first half. That one there was just really casual. Well in by Mateus Nunes, aggressive. Lewis Skelly just pulled him as well there. Foden's holding up the play here. Lewis Skelly's all over him as well. Does well there, Foden, to hold up the play. There's a foul in there somewhere, surely, referee. Fuck's sake, referee. Yes, he does give the foul. Lewis Skelly as well pulled Mateus Nunes by the arm. He's a little shit, him, isn't he? He's a proper little cheat, to put it bluntly. Very aggressive, though. Look at the way they're going in for tackles. Again, they want it so much, don't they? They really want to beat us. Do you see City going in for tackles like that? I'm not sure we've got that same drive that Arsenal have got. But I would say we've had a lot more of the football, so I don't think we've had as many opportunities to put in as that many tackles compared to them. Foden with the free kick, whipped in, and it's cleared up in the air by Havertz. Going to be eventually cleared by Declan Rice, only to the edge of the area. Flicked over, and Akanji flicks it over to David Raya. Yeah, the physicality, Crazy Cloud, it's quite obviously missing in that midfield. It's going to take time. Any new player coming into a squad like Manchester City is going to take time, but I must admit, I'm wanting to see a little bit more from Marmoush at the minute. Just a little bit more. There was an opportunity then when he was fed by Haaland, before Haaland probably should have pulled the trigger, actually. But he didn't. He played it to Marmoush, and he was dispossessed a bit too easily for me. Gabriel bringing it forward now. Trossard. Foden to beat, but Nunes is helping him. He's got his back, but the cross comes in anyway. Oh my God, the defending there. Shocking. Goal kick to City. Got away with that one. How that cross came in so easily there. Foden's got to get out and be a bit more aggressive with that. But the ball that the cross came in, I think, has gone out for a goal kick. But it curled back in, and because I couldn't see it going over the touchline, you're thinking, where's the back post defending now? And it actually has come off Foden. Odegaard wants a corner. Probably should have got one. Absolutely right, Jeff. They really aren't that good. I think that, do you know what I mean? I don't think they deserve to win the title, and I'm pretty sure they're not going to win the title. I'll be surprised if Liverpool fall away so much. But we're not facing the champions here. This is not a champions performance from Arsenal. We're playing pretty pants. And I think we're controlling the midfield. Well, controlling the ball. We're not controlling the game, as I've said before. But I do think that there's... They were better last season. I would argue they look better last season. This season, they've just dropped into this defensive, aggressive mode where it's like, I'm not sure you're going to win leagues playing like that. And I said that at the start of the season. I'll be surprised if they win the league, because it's all about corners, set piece, Stoke FC, you know, and try nicking 1-0s here and offside. Well, good. Offside trap that between John Stones and Akanji at the back there. Catching Martinelli offside. We need to clearly spend a little bit more money, don't we, to get this midfield purring. God forbid Manchester City spend money. How dare we? Foden, ball into Savino, takes it really well, dinks it back post to Haaland. Haaland nods it. 1-1! Erling Haaland doesn't need to look at you, Gabriel. He's not interested in you, you little shithouse. None of that, mate. Goes and celebrates with the Manchester City fans like the class act that he is. Well done, Erling Haaland. 1-1. Boom. Fucking have some of that. Checking for offsides now. Savinho with the assist. Gets in front of Saliba. Saliba can't do anything. Can't do anything. Caught sleeping at the back post. Let's go. Let's go. Fucking yes. I didn't want to say it, man, because the game is too long to go, man. Sorry. Yes. I love that. I love that. You know what I mean? Didn't go to Gabriel. Didn't go to Gabriel. See, I'm petty. I would have gone to Gabriel, but I know the right thing to do in that situation would be to not get involved, ignore it, because there's a long way to go, as Gabriel's just found out. Oh, I love that. Erling Haaland, mate. Phil Foden now. Gives it away. Shocking pass from Phil Foden. He's killed us here. Partey. It's fucking 2-1. Phil Foden, mate. Another mistake from Manchester City. Another mistake from Manchester City. Again. Unbelievable Phil Foden. A disgusting deflection. There's definitely a deflection in there. There has to have been, because Ortega looked completely lost. But Phil Foden, mate, we've just got back into the game. What are you playing at, giving that ball inside like that? So easy. So easy. Unbelievable, man. Can't even put that. It doesn't even make sense that they've replied 2-1 now so quickly. It's become 2-1 that quickly. That super chat. You only put that there 30 seconds ago, mate. Fucking hell. Yeah, another scabby deflected goal for Arsenal. Do they ever score fucking proper good goals against us? No, they either get gifts or scabby deflections. One off Nathan Ake last season. Jesus Christ, man. Oh. That's not Ortega. That's not Ortega, that one. Tell you what, they do not deserve to be in the lead at all, Arsenal. They don't deserve to be in the lead at all, but we deserve to be losing. That's the difference. They don't deserve anything, Arsenal, in this game, but we deserve to be on the end of a scoreline like 2-1. When you give the ball away like that, what do you expect? Unbelievable, man. You've just got in the game. You're going to control the game now and can carry on, and 1-1. Arsenal are rattled. We could fucking beat them here. We could knock them out of the title race and start closing the gap on them and make it 3 points rather than 6. And we start looking at second place, sorry. But instead, you just get the wrapping paper out, get the bows out. Go on, Mamouche. Ball across is blocked by Gabriel, who's celebrating the crossed block. Mate, will you fucking learn, mate? You shithouse gobshite. Not a fan of him, Gabriel. I'm not a fan of him at all. Can't believe it. Make sure you're hitting those likes, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Foden again. What is he doing? Phil Foden, so sloppy, and Havertz is in. Akanji get it back to Ortega. Well done. Control it, Ortega. I just didn't even trust that he was going to do that, the way things have been going. But Phil Foden needs to get his head in the game. He needs to sort it out. Thanks for the Jad. Appreciate that. 2-1. Yeah, sorry. Foden, mate! What are you doing, man? His fucking head's gone. Lost it, mate. What's he doing? 3 in the space of like 2 minutes. Havertz now. Arsenal going to get a third if we're not fucking careful here. Unreal. He's been so good lately, Foden. He's just like... He's actually not even playing that badly in this game. He's been doing all right in this game. Just like the last 3 minutes have just been chaos. Fucking hell, they nearly scored down. Akanji gets a block in. Marmoush gets back and gets it to Gvardiol. Gvardiol sends Savinho down the left side, but City only just about to cross the halfway line. We've done that now. Savinho chops inside. Coming inside again, slowing it down though. Arsenal get back in their shape. But Foden, mate, get your head in the game. You can't be doing that, mate. Foden, on the ball. Does a little 360 spin. Goes nowhere quickly, but gets it out to Nunes, who whips a dangerous ball in. That was it. I do like his cross. It's cleared eventually, but I mean, I do like Nunes's. That wasn't that good a cross, to be honest, but I do like his delivery, Nunes. He is quite a good crosser of the ball. John Stones doesn't deserve to have that ball smacked off his back and given a second goal away like that. John Stones has been playing very well today. I really think he's been very good. Gvardiol, half an hour to go. Loads of time left. Loads of time left. There's more goals in this game coming. I feel like we'll get a second, but I'm just not convinced we're going to keep the score at 2 for Arsenal. I feel like they're going to get a goal in this game, but I do feel like we're going to create enough chances in this game to get a second ourselves. And my prediction, Savinho, a bit too much power on that, goes straight out for a goal kick. You want subs. Time for subs. Who? De Bruyne for Foden? Yeah. I'd do that. Such a shit goal to concede. It really is. Again, I don't know how many times I say it. Oh, fucking hell. Replay finishes and all of a sudden Arsenal are in. Lewis Skelly on the edge of the area. Further out to Declan Rice. Still in the penalty area. Nunes not lunging in. Party. Such a crap goal it was as well, man. Oh, Lewis Skelly's in here. He's got John Stones to beat. Lewis Skelly! That's 3-1. He's just done the Haaland celebration as well. You little shithouse. Know your fucking age, mate. Know your fucking age. Get the fucking trophies out. What have you got to show for your career? You little pathetic, rat-faced bastard, mate. What the fuck have you got to show for your face nodding with a fucking another deflected goal, mate? You little shithouse, mate. You fucking... the fucking nerve of this bastard, mate, to do the Haaland celebration, mate. Go and get your trophies, mate, and then we'll have a talk. You little rat-faced bastard, mate. Fucking knob. Unreal. Unreal. Ortega as well. You're wondering if he should have saved that one. He gets a strong hand to it. It doesn't take a deflection, to be fair. I thought it did. I thought I completely missed the line of the ball, but to do the Haaland celebration when you're a kid like that, mate, your career, you're going to get humbled, mate. In your career, your attitude's going to get exposed at some point in your career. You're going to find out the hard way that having that attitude ain't going to work out for you, mate. Ain't going to work out for you. You're too young to be doing that sort of shit. And no wonder Haaland said, "Stay humble." No wonder. I think he was absolutely right. Do you know what I mean? Because you thought you were in the fucking title race, didn't you? We're in City are the ones to beat, aren't you? Now look at you. You're miles behind Liverpool. Unreal. The defending was poor, though, from City again. Too easy to get in. It's time to get De Bruyne on at this point, though. Ortega. Fuck me, man. He's having a fucking mare, Ortega, at the minute. Just got away with murder then. Bernardo Silva saved him. Saved him completely. He gave a ball away so badly then. Foden bringing it forward. 25 minutes to go. We need to get a goal back now to have a chance of getting something out of this game. Needs to be a quick response to get it back to 3-2. Nunes' cross. It's over, everybody. Gvardiol dinks it down the line to Savinho. Little step overs. Got Jory and Timber to beat. Back to Kovacic. My prediction was 3-1. And that's currently what's happening. My head was 3-1 Arsenal. My heart was 2-2. So my heart's been destroyed. Ain't happening. 2-2, ain't happening. 3-3 seems to be our best bet now, really, doesn't it? Let's be honest. But even then, it's like... I officially don't want... I mean, I've always debated with you in the chat as well, like, who would you rather win the league? If we don't win it, who would you rather win the league? 100% Liverpool after this performance. And the arrogance from some of their players. Do you know what I mean? They're fans, they're players, they're a match made in heaven. They really are. They're perfect for each other. Fucking clueless bunch of, like, fucking intellectually barren fans. And a football player attitude that thinks they're fucking Ballon d'Or winners when you ain't won shit in your career. You've got nothing to show for yourself. And you're beating a piss-poor Manchester City side and you think you're it. Do you know what I mean? Bag yourself a Premier League title and then we'll talk. And even then, come back when you've won 4 in a fucking row, mate, and let us know how the treble works out for you. Do you know what I mean? Fucking shithouses, the lot of them. You know what I mean? There's players on there I respect. I respect Declan Rice. I respect Odegaard. Even Havertz, even though he's crap at finishing. He misses far too many chances. But his attitude's always been top level. Top level attitude. But this kid, man, and Gabriel at the back as well, like, they think they are, man. Do you know what I mean? Savinho. Oh, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Oh... Unreal. Make sure you're hitting those likes. Got 1.2k watching and less than half have hit the like button, so do us a favour, people. Hit the like button, help the channel and everything massively helps. Do you reckon we could get to 600? Nunes giving it away. I think that's what Arsenal's plan was, and I don't really blame them to do it, to be honest. It's a case of sit back, wait for the mistake. Because they'll deliver it. Manchester City, they love wrapping up gifts. And we've done it. Go on, Kovacic. That's a foul, referee. No, it's not. Declan Rice is coming forward. It's a 3-on-3 situation here. Arsenal about to humiliate us. Martinelli, he's in. He's going to smash it. It's Martinelli, and it's saved by Ortega. Good save by Ortega, that one. Really good. Manchester City fan for life. Thanks, mate. This is once again on Pep. No subs, no KDB. I'm done. I'm not sure how you can blame Pep Guardiola, mate. To be honest, I don't know where you're coming from with that one. I agree, maybe with the substitutions, but I mean, there was nothing to be done. What? How is Pep to be blamed for 2 minutes into the game? Manuel Akanji doing what he did. How is that Pep's fault? How is that Pep's fault? And if you're done, mate. I'll see you when we start winning, shall I? Ooh, 22 minutes to go. Well, the referee really enjoyed spraying that white little spray that they do to mark where the wall should go. He proper enjoyed himself then, the referee. Fucking... Wah! You wonder what white lines David Coote's been putting down lately, don't you? Free kick to defend. It's pretty much by the corner flag, to be honest. So it's basically a corner. Pretty much a corner for Manchester City to defend it. Do you know what? As much as I think you're right, Zachary, we do need a defensive midfielder. I don't think we've been exposed in that department today. I was worried about Kovacic, but they've not really been any moments where it's like, oh, that's where the isolation is, like, the isolated Kovacic is where we're being exposed. I don't think the defensive midfield has been a problem today. It's just, you can't give the ball away as easy as we have done in this game and expect not to get punished for it. I think it was a bit sloppy from the Lewis Skelly goal. I think he should be doing better in getting out to him and blocking the the channels that opened up for him to just walk into that penalty area, didn't he? He could just walk in. But that's not a defensive midfield problem. It was Nunes, and I can't remember who else was in front of him, but got to get in his face quicker there without overly committing. Obviously, you've got to get in his face and shut the door on him. Other than that, Akanji pissing about with it on the edge of the area, Ortega pissing about with it, and we didn't get punished for that. He's done that twice, Ortega, in fact. And then Phil Foden giving an absolute shocking ball away in such a dangerous area. And we did get punished for that one. But you're absolutely right, Mullet. It's Walker's fault. How many beers you on, Mullet? Subs coming on, by the way. James McAtee, Kevin De Bruyne. You fully expect... And maybe Marmouche. I think Marmouche is this game's gone by him for me. He's not really had anything to contribute to the game, Marmouche. So I'd be surprised if it's not him. Foden's one of them. That was for McAtee. And it's Marmouche, like I said. Big up Josh, mate. Some sausages on here, mate. We need to get behind them, not stamp on their heads. Up the Blues, come on. Yeah. 100%. We're not stamped. I mean, yeah. The thing, I've seen some stuff, mate, and I'm just ignoring a lot of it. Things like get out of the club and things like that. You know what I mean? It's like, respect what they have done for the club. I understand the frustration. Akanji's fucking dropped the ball today. But we can't pretend that they've not dropped the ball when they've like absolutely ballsed it up. Like when you make mistakes to that level, Phil Foden's like shocking mistakes. Shocking. He's killed us. So we have to own that. We have to be honest about the facts. We have given them the 2-goal advantage that they've got. We've given it them. But, yeah, they haven't had to work for it today, Arsenal. That's what's hurting me. But you're absolutely right, though. There's no need to start like calling for players to leave the club and all of that bollocks, mate. You're absolutely right in that regard, and I appreciate the support, mate, with the super chat as well. I'm looking forward to that, mate. Leyton Orient. I think we're going to see Hayes. I think we're going to see Hushinov, McAtee, O'Reilly. Should be a good game. Better win. Come and join me for the watch-along. Corner ball for Arsenal. Ortega flapping. Just about cleared by Kovacic. Savinho coming forward, but Trossard's going to take that off him. Kovacic, he's had a good game, I think. Someone should be decking Lewis Skelly before the end of this game. Absolutely putting him on his arse. Any 50-50 ball, mate, I would be going through him like a fucking train. Just flatten the little shit. That'd be beautiful, wouldn't it? It would be beautiful. It would be poetry. Ain't going to happen, Jeff, unfortunately, because the game sort of turned into a bit of a very bitty all of a sudden. We were doing well. We deserved the equaliser. The start to the second half that we made, we deserved what we got. And I'd argue we were on the brink of showing little glimpses towards the final 10-15 minutes of the first half. There was something there. We were having the ball, put it that way. But still, to do what we did with Foden, you know, there was an opportunity to snap Lewis Kelly there and passed by Kovacic. Haven't seen you in ages, Eric, mate. I remember you. How are you doing, mate? Typical of you to join in as an Arsenal fan, but warning to everybody, mate. You're in quite a hostile chat here right now because we're all a bit pissed off, mate. But you are a very respectful Arsenal fan. Hello again, it's been a while. I've been doing work for a year with no internet access. Oh, that doesn't sound easy. I've missed you all. Well done last season. Hope you were doing well, Johnny. Big up yourself. Thanks very much, mate. Appreciate that. Where are you working with no internet access? I'm in the North Pole. Fair play, mate. Appreciate it. Thanks, mate. And there you go. Welcome to the new chat, Eric. This is the world we're now in, mate. Yeah, he's joking. Yeah, we're not happy here, mate. We're not happy at all. I sent you a load of, Eric, I sent you a load of information about how to start a YouTube channel, the equipment I use and all that stuff. If you ever made use of it, mate, you should let me know. And I'll share your channel on here if you start one. I thought we should have started in Micah, I must admit. As much as Pep is not to blame for Akanji and Foden doing what they did, I still think it should have been De Bruyne to start the game. Yeah, disappointing. What was my preview? What did I have my starting 11? Savino on the edge of the area. He's had it taken off him. Oh, shit. We're in trouble. 2-on-2. Martinelli versus John Stones. He's got Havertz on the overlap. It gives it to him. It's Havertz. It's going to be... It's 4-1, man. We're getting pumped here. We're getting pumped now. They don't deserve 4-1, man. Like, if you keep gifting a side like this, all the chances we've been giving them, man... Now it looks like we deserved 4-1. They didn't deserve shit, man. I tell you what, this side ain't winning this fucking league. Not a chance of Arsenal winning this league. The arrogance of some of their kids to do what they're doing on this pitch today. I'm telling you right now, their fans, they deserve each other. This shite shower of crap that's on the fucking football pitch with the arrogance some of the players they've shown. Their fans and their players shake hands with one another because you ain't winning shit. You ain't winning shit. You're beating us today. Have your little moment. Enjoy your little moment. Every once in a while, the baby has to have its fucking bottle. Do you know what I mean? But I mean, we've got to swallow our pills. We've got to look at ourselves for some of the things we've been doing today. Joke from some of the players today. Like, absolutely bang out of order some of the performances. The mistakes are just killing us, man. Killing us this season. And I mean, let Arsenal fall into a false sense of security and go and win the game 4-1 because they're going to get fucking woken up. They're going to get woken up when they face Liverpool, I'm telling you right now. Cheers for the super chat. But here we are, 4-1. Once it became 3, we had to get out of our shape. We had to start coming forward, and we came forward so aggressively. Left 2 at the back, John Stones, Martinelli and Havertz. They're just quicker than him. It was a 2-on-1 situation. John Stones can't do anything in that situation. Their Arsenal fans want to start doing the fucking Poznan over there. There's some knobhead in an orange coat trying to start the Poznan. Alright, it's cutting on as well. Let us know when you win some trophies, lads, before you start doing that. You know what I mean? You know. Yeah, that's a statement. You know what I mean? Get the players out of the club. That's right, mate. Get the fake fans out of the club, mate. 100%. The ones that they're silent when we win. You don't hear from them when we win. But they're ready. Fucking super chats in the holsters when we're losing. Papa, we're losing. Right, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's talk about it. We're losing. You know what I mean? There are certain channels as well that seem to get much higher numbers nowadays when we lose. I mean, that's a trend that spreads throughout the whole of the YouTube football fan community, to be honest. When you start doing better. Guess what? When you start doing better, when your football club starts losing, and then you start realising that you're actually you could make more money as a result of your football club losing, guess what you start doing? You start connecting the dots, and then these fucking fan channels are no longer fan channels. They're just fucking stirring negativity to make it about them rather than about the football club. And you ain't going to get that on here, man. You ain't going to get that. It's about to be 5. John Stones does well there. Gets in front of Havertz. Gvardiol gets back. Corner ball. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I'd enjoy that. Oh, is it 4-1 yet? Fuck shit. Yeah, sorry, everybody. 100%. Oh. Sorry to hear that, mate. Sorry to hear it. It's not good. This is the worst. Our defenders are useless. Midfield are worse in passing. Attackers, I don't want to talk. No one wants to shoot. Only pass, pass, pass. There's been moments where we should have shot. Ball in. Ortega. Gabriel. Kovacic gets in the way. John Stones hooks it clear. We've defended the corner there. We got away with that a little bit because it was a bit loose. Yeah, well, Rodri, the answer's Rodri a fair bit, mate. It is a bit of Rodri is the problem, I can't lie. But we don't keep losing, do we? We beat Club Bruges. This is the first loss in 7 games in the Premier League. Didn't quite catch on that Poznan, did it? Little, what, 50 of them there, then there was about 100 of them at the other end of the pitch. Didn't quite work that, did it? You know. Nice effort though, lads. Nice effort. I worry this is going to be 5. I do worry this is going to be 5 in a minute because we've lost control here. They've downed tools. Arsenal are just controlling the game and crazy. Phil Foden, mate, you've really hurt us here. Savinho's now just giving it away to Partey. He's killed us with that. The momentum shifted with that moment. Gabriel's lost his boot. Pulling the shots. Oh, look at that. Class act, mate. He offers his hand to Gabriel. Tried to pick him up. Says, tried to pick him up. Yeah, he's a class act, Erling Haaland, mate. He's a class act. You know? You've got some little runt doing his fucking celebration and another one laughing in his face. The fucking nerve of these... Unreal, mate. Do Arsenal know what humble means? Do they know what the word means? The level of hypocrisy from saying stay humble, the level of hypocrisy in what they've showcased today, the complete opposite of humility. They're 9 points behind Liverpool. Or 6 now, are they, with a game in hand? Liverpool game in hand. And they still think, like, nearly beating City and nearly winning Premier League titles makes you something, does it? No, it doesn't. It makes you absolutely nothing. It makes you completely irrelevant until you actually do the job that you set out to do, and you've done nothing but fail. Nothing but failure at that football club. You've got an FA Cup. You can just tell like that how much venom and hatred and how vengeful their celebrations have been. Their celebrations have been all about revenge. You know, that's what they wanted today was revenge. You know? That's what it's all been about for them. So they're going to win the We Beat Manchester City trophy. You can stick that in your fucking cabinet. Other than that, I'm looking forward to seeing what else you win. Here comes forward Kovacic, a brilliant tackle. I think he's been great again, Kovacic, today. He's been in a side that's been poor. But Gvardiol was shocking there from Gvardiol there. Turns, Kovacic is getting caught. No help from Gvardiol. Kovacic, brilliant tackle there, by the way. Brilliant tackle from Kovacic. He's had a good game for me. Good enough to be positive about him, at least. I don't think it's been... sensational, but I mean, I haven't seen any mistakes from him. He's not been caught out of position. I think John Stones has had a good game. Haaland's got a goal. Bernardo Silva's been okay. Okay. Other than that, though, it's like not much to get excited about. Is it really? Is it really? Yeah, so true, Jeff. Spot on, mate. It was all about the football, wasn't it, with Liverpool? It was always about the football. Every game we faced them, it was like football conversations. It was not who celebrated doing what. All about the fucking cameras with Arsenal, innit? It's all about the media, you know? Fucking AFTV and all that shite. Like, it's like fucking YouTube channels, and it's all about that, social media. You know what I mean? Get those fucking social media trophies out. Fucking meaningless. Meaningless. Bernardo Silva looks angry. He started kicking a few players. Arsenal fans didn't take kindly to that. Just don't let it get 5, because 5's like embarrassing, isn't it? You know what I mean? I don't know what Arsenal are getting giddy about, because Spurs put 4 past us. PSG have put 4 past us. Sporting Lisbon put 4 past us. Wouldn't get too giddy if I was you. But I know it means the world to them. This result means the world to them. We'll see there next season. Next season we're going to see. We really are. When City get the right players in the football club, the proper signings that were needed in summer just past, then we'll really, really see. And I'm looking forward to seeing Liverpool next season. Like, see how they handle the year after. How are they going to handle the fact that they've won a Premier League title? Because they've got Mo Salah's contract problem. We've got Virgil van Dijk's aging. It's gone very well for Liverpool this season. I mean, they've not really suffered with any key injuries or anything like that. Like, every result. I mean, even Slot himself this season has said numerous times, he said it most recently after the Bournemouth game, that every game this season has been exciting till the end, and it's gone our way at the end of games where they get the second goal rather than Bournemouth equalise, Liverpool make it 2-0. You know, and you have them seasons, and when it's going your way, it goes your way, and you just make the most of it, and it's like it's a momentum thing. It just keeps going, doesn't it? We know all too well how that feels when the wind's behind your sails. You're very difficult to stop. Akanji with a clearance, but it's going to be another corner. Let's keep it at 4, can we? Yeah, if they do, then fucking hell. Oh, they've only got themselves to blame, because Liverpool are in the driving seat. I've just shown no signs of Liverpool getting close to even saying the word bottle in it. Bournemouth away 2-0 is a really impressive scoreline. You've seen what Bournemouth have been doing to sides lately. Corner to defend near post. It's going to be that. It's just about. Has that hit the post as well? It was Jurian Timber flicked it on. Calafiori coming on. Sterling coming on for Arsenal. And no one gets the opportunity to snap that little runt in half because he's coming off. Against Leyton Orient, I think we will be doing. I'm looking forward to that game. It'd be good to see Husanoff and Hayes getting tested at the lower leagues, because there's going to be a physical battle. I think they're going to enjoy it. blow your fucking whistle already, please. Just get this, pull the plaster off and just get it done. Get it done. How long's left? 3 minutes. Jesus, they're coming forward. Josko, strong. Broken to Sterling. He'll cap it off if he scores. Jorin Timber, Ortega with the save. Gvardiol clears it. James McAtee. You're putting him tackle before McAtee that was strong. He's come on with attitude, but it's too late, you know. Yeah, this has officially made it a 2-horse race, hasn't it? Let's be honest. You know, it was before the game, to be honest, but in terms of our chances of finishing second and making... Because we win, this becomes almost a 1-horse race and Liverpool can just canter to the Premier League title. But Arsenal, they're still in it. They're still in it, just about for me. But I do think the signs I've seen in this game, they don't fill me with confidence for going and winning the title. The attitudes more than anything. The performance doesn't warrant 4-1. I think that's obvious. City have gifted Arsenal at least 2 of the goals. And could have been more gifts. But the attitudes from some of their players, in terms of the nastiness, the vengeful approach to the game, it's not going to end well for them. It doesn't. They've been like this before. They're too bitter. They're too nasty and yeah, too much emotion. Too much. One and a half minutes remain. Sterling on the ball. Calafiori. %, Brody, mate. Hey, imagine. I see a lot of people saying Madrid are going to batter us. I don't know. I don't think Madrid are as good as Arsenal, to be honest. I think they've been struggling lately. They dropped points at the weekend as well. 5. Yeah, that's the scoreline that makes it a lot worse for me. It makes it a lot worse, 5. I mean, he should have started the game, him, to be honest. I'm surprised he didn't. I don't know why Nwaneri started ahead of Trossard for me. Nwaneri's been their best player for the last couple of weeks. He's just come on and whipped one into the corner. There's not much Ortega can do about that. Maybe. I don't know. He's just whipped it left foot. It's not that much in the corner either. You've got to get out to him quicker there, though, Josko. But Nwaneri there just finishing the game off and finishing off Manchester City's embarrassing afternoon, in all honesty. A lot of it, can't stress enough how self-inflicted this is, man. Unbelievable. And there goes the full-time whistle. That's that. Big up, Mullet, mate. Your support in the stream's been unbelievable, mate. Massively appreciate it. I imagine the beer had a lot to do with it. But yeah, United lost to Palace. Could be worse. I know. But it's still... I'm above them now. You know what I mean? They're such a mid-table, bang average side, United, that it doesn't even make me feel that much better anymore. You know what I mean? Like, they're just... They're nothing to us, but... yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing the Arsenal tears at the end of the season when they don't win the Premier League title. That's one thing for certain. Just to be respectful, you know, show some class, pop the 5th goal. Forgot to do the scoreboard, but there you go. Make sure... Pop that on. Tell you what, Erling Haaland has shown some class because they have been trying to wind him up all game. He's shown some class in this game, he has. They couldn't keep him out. He scored another goal, but Arsenal, on the other hand, classless. And there he is, Erling Haaland, gone over to the City fans, applauding them. Big up, Erling Haaland, mate. Big up to you. And I think Dan has summed it up perfectly, to be honest. There you go. 100%. Right, take care, Blues, and I will see you in the next one.